My wife was courageously battling cancer, and we were not sure of the outcome yet. Then, the pandemic struck. In the early days of it, the world felt on the brink of collapse. No one knew what the future held. As a self-employed photographer, my business suffered a lot because updating family portraits wasn't a priority for anyone. To pay the bills, and especially the mortgage, I took on a demanding side hustle, working 90 hours a week. Stress and anxiety were constant companions, but I did not lose sleep over all that. I was calm. I was managing my stress. Breathing exercises and meditation helped, but nothing calmed me down like stepping into a cold bath. Let me tell you how cold water exposure could help you the way it worked for me. First, for everything I will say to make sense, we need to understand what stress and anxiety are. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors relied on stress for survival. Stress was actually a good thing. Imagine encountering a bear or a lion with only a spear to defend yourself and your family. Your body would immediately know it's danger time. That feeling of being on high alert and ready to run or fight is your body's natural stress response. It's called the fight or flight reaction. This response comes from your nervous system, which is like your body's control center. When stressed, your body releases special chemicals called hormones, like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones give you a burst of energy, making your heart beat faster, your breath quicken, and your muscles tense up, all to help you deal with whatever is threatening your life. Back then, stress meant facing a real threat. Today, it's more like bills, a bad boss, a tough exam, or a wife battling cancer. Totally different situations, but your body reacts the same way. Faster heart rate, shallow breathing, tense muscles. It's crazy, right? Your brain cannot tell the difference between a bear and a deadline. So, what does this have anything to do with cold baths? When you enter near freezing water, you induce an immense stress response in your body. Your survival instinct kicks in, firing up the fight or flight response. But here's the key, you are in control. Unlike facing a bear in the wild, you can get out of the cold water anytime you want. This seemingly contradictory experience, intense stress in a controlled environment, is where the magic happens. By slowly increasing your cold water exposure time, you train your brain to relax, even in a stressful situation. You learn to control your breathing, to slow it down, which has the consequence of also slowing your heart rate. You learn that you can handle the initial shock and that deep down you are safe. This controlled stress exposure becomes a powerful tool to manage chronic stress in your daily life. Cold baths were my anchor during that storm. But there's more to cold therapy than stepping into a tub. Cold showers will work too. And if you have access to a lake or a river where it is safe to dip in the winter, even better. The science is still emerging, but the results are promising. From veterans managing PTSD to every folks like me conquering anxiety, cold exposure seems to be a powerful tool. They don't just jumpstart my body, they jumpstart my mood. Without that cold shock, I go through the day feeling less energetic, more on edge. A simple dip changes that. Maybe you're intrigued, maybe you're skeptical, and that's okay. Cold therapy isn't for everyone. But if you're looking for a way to manage stress, a way to feel more energized and positive, why not give it a shot? You might be surprised by what cold water can do for you. Oh, and by the way, my wife is 3-year cancer-free.